Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to the Rogers Kakasungura YouTube channel, a platform where we address issues, true political issues. If you're watching this video, the only support you can give me is by subscribing to this channel. And of course, if you wish that Kakasungura is doing a good job and you could wish to donate something in support of this, there's a button down here that is indicated thanks. After the like and the dislike, there is a thanks button. You can press that button and follow the procedures. You can donate 1,000, 2,000, whichever amount that you will be willing to do. Also, you can join as a member. We have an option of join. You can click that join and buy a package. The prices are listed. You can buy a package. In that, you've also supported me in this channel. Back to the Kenyan politics. Ladies and gentlemen, in politics, there's nothing that happens by accident. Anything you see happening in politics was planned, it's being planned, or it will be planned. If you see a move by a politician, there is a reason or a cause towards it. Kakasungura, I want to confidently now tell you that William Ruto is on a mission to ask the people from the mountain, especially central Kenya, from his government. You can take this or leave it, but this will come in 2027, and we shall be here, if we'll be alive, to remind one another. President William Ruto is a very clever man when it comes to cutting roots. He is on a mission. Though the people from Central are blind, they can never see this. But I want to tell them in advance that they should tread carefully. Why? Ruto is on a mission to kick these guys out of government. Uhuru warned you, you never listened. Ngina warned you, Mama Ngina warned you, you didn't listen. But I know, few years from now, at most 3 years, mutasaga meno and will be here to watch. Now, CS Moses Kuria is a man who is being hunted. Moses Kuria, as we speak, ni mtu ambaye amewekwa juu ya mtego na serikali ya Kenya Kwanza. If this guy cannot be very careful, hata kwa serikali paka 2027. If he cannot be very careful. Why? Because he is being set. Unajua, as a cabinet secretary, you have a responsibility to implement or deny some decisions which you think goes against the constitution. Why? Because some people can set you up for a trap. If you are not a wise person, you will fall for it and you will never wake up. Moses Kuria came into the public domain and brought the issue of GMO. You remember, he went to Elgeyo Marakwet. I think that was Elgeyo Marakwet, yes. And he gave farmers 72 hours to sell their maize, or else the government will release cheap maize into the market. That was a reckless statement. You also remember, when Moses Kuria had a meeting with some people, investors, I think something also, he said, GMO is an added way to Kenyans to kill you. That was a reckless statement. Ladies and gentlemen, now, William Ruto sent Musalia Mudavadi to correct and pin down Moses Kuria. You remember what Mudavadi said? I uploaded that video yesterday. On the same note, Ruto has released Agriculture CS Mithika Lithuri to deconstruct, destroy, and bury Moses Kuria completely from the public domain. That's why I told you Moses Kuria is a hunted man. If he can never tread carefully, the arrow will meet him by the chest. Ladies and gentlemen, Mithika Lithuri had a meeting with the Council of Governors, and he spoke, or he released some statements that looked like they were diminishing to Moses Kuria. Yani ni matamshi yaliyomkosea heshima Moses Kuria, if I can put it in a language that can be understood. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Mithika Lithuri told the governors, and this went into the public, and he addressed farmers through the Council of Governors. And this is what he said: I am the custodian of all food we need, and how much is the deficit? Listen to that statement alone. I am the custodian of how much food we need. How much is the deficit? Hold your horses, because I want to give you a position that is ready to defend. I will give a more comprehensive report on the national food status at a later date when I have all the data. Relax, you will have the food. I want to tell you the meaning of the first sentence and the second sentence as I ignore the rest before I proceed to other quotes. The first sentence, I am the custodian. That itself, underline, I am the custodian. So when he says I am the custodian, he is already telling governors and the public that ignore that other idiot. He's telling governors, I am the custodian. Hey. Najua it's like in a family, ukipata mtoto ameiba kitu chako kutoka kwa nyumba as a father na ameenda ameweka mahali fulani na ama ameuza, then as a father you go and tell the buyer, relax young man, I am the father. So Lithuri is telling governor, relax, mimi ndio mudosi wa hii issue ya chakula. Mimi ndio mudosi. Kumaanisha nini? Moses Kuria is nothing but just hot air. Hold your horses. He is now relaxing the governors. Yani anawambia Musitishwe, wamnasikianga vile Atua alikuwa na Musitishwe. So Lithuri is telling governors, Musitishwe, I am the custodian. Then Mithika Lithuri goes on and tells them that let no one, not even the president, let no one asikuja kutisha wakulima wetu. Let no one do that. So that tells you Mithika Lithuri is just rubbishing Moses Kuria's sentiments on ordering farmers to sell their maize within 72 hours. Mithika Lithuri is here to put things right. This is Mithika Lithuri. You cannot, he is telling farmers, you cannot be forced to sell your produce. I ask farmers, those who have surplus, don't sell everything until you have nothing to eat. I assure the country that we are working day and night to ensure there is food in the country. Not just food, but food with the right it depends which nursery school you went. You can say nutritional, you can say nutritional, you can say nutritional. So it all depends which nursery school you went and the teacher who taught you. Now, but to me I'll say nutritional. Hey. Now, but food with the right nutritional content, we will ensure the cost of food is brought down and I'll go out of my way to make sure that happens. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the statements I want you to underline there. That's why I've come with my pen. Sentence number 1. You cannot be forced to sell your produce. That is the point. Moses Kuria forced farmers to sell their produce within 72 hours. In the same government, in the same cabinet, Lithuri is rubbishing Moses Kuria's sentiments in public and telling farmers to musitishwe na hiyo ghasia. Musitishwe na mtu yeyote. Do not be forced. Please, ignore the rubbish. I am the custodian. Musitishwe. Huyo mwenye anawatisha labda ni mlevi. Sijasema ni mlevi. Get my sentiments clear. Huyo anawatisha labda ni mlevi. Musitishwe. Don't. You cannot be forced to sell your produce. You can't. You can't. Impossible. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Lithuri goes further to tell farmers that, this is his quote, the ministry and the council of governors shall strengthen the joint agricultural sector consultation mechanism. You can say mechanism, you can say mechanism, it depends, and ensure continuous engagement between the ministry and county governments on issues concerning the agricultural sector. A review of the current framework to ensure it is responsive to the current needs. Ladies and gentlemen, to those who listen to my analysis on Moses Kuria, I said, I can offer myself to give free consultation services to the clueless cabinet secretaries. And I said, if at all they wanted to bring cheap mess from outside, as I said, what they could have done is to dispatch experts to do a research and investigate on the amount of food we have so far, the amount of maize we have so far, that it can be bought by the government from our local farmers, and then do a comparison with the need. How many bags do we have? Then how many bags do we need? From here, they subtract the ones which are available, and they come up with the number of bags missing, a deficit. This is exactly what Lithuri has done. Lithuri, with governors, they have set aside a 7-member technical team to ensure food security in the exactly what I had suggested. Mithika Lithuri and other governors and the Council of Governors, they have set a 7-member technical team that is going to analyze, that is going to find out how much can our farmers produce, how much do we need. Then they do a comparison. Can our farmers produce and meet the need? Or our farmers can produce this number of bags. If we need 10 million bags, for example, if a country needs 10 million, but our farmers are able to produce 9 million. That means, as a government, you need to buy or import an extra 1 million to fill the gap. That is what leadership is. Kuna watu, the people who are now waking up. The people wake up. And let me say this as I conclude my analysis this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, listen carefully, and you can keep these sentiments for the record. Ruto has left Gachagua to embarrass himself. Ruto has left some members of the cabinet from the central Kenya like Musitishwe to embarrass themselves. Why? Ruto is on a mission to cut them completely from the government. Keep this. We shall review it come 2027 in the next election. God bless you. Asanteni sana.